Oh, boy.
I'm the best there is. Woo! 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 Woo!
Agenda piece is looking nice right now. For all the kid fans,
Finally!
I feel happy for y'all. For all the Shanks fans,
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
I feel happy for y'all. But before we get into that, right?
Here it comes.
Greetings and bienvenue. Welcome to the channel of SS the God. My name is SS, or well, that's a acronym for something that I'm not gonna say anytime soon. Where we're gonna do One Piece content, and this video we're gonna be talking about a lot of things that happen in chapter 1076. What I would argue to be one of the best chapters to come out like this year.
That's all you had to say.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the year is still early. So, what is there into it? Well, first thing first, let's just get straight down to the nitty gritty, right? Shanks versus Kid.
It's time!
I don't know if I've said this on the channel, but I've always said that Shanks and Kid is the parallel to Luffy and Blackbeard. It just makes sense. So when people shit on Kid and say Kid is not gonna be that type of guy, and to be fair, I'm not gonna sit here and say the nigga's gonna lose. He's gonna straight up lose because it's Shanks and it's too fucking early. But what I will say is that we're gonna see Shanks have his shine. We're gonna see Shanks do some shit, but we're definitely going to see Kid having his shine the same way how we see our boy Law having his shine with Blackbeard. Now, when it comes to the fight, I am so happy. If you see my reaction, the live reaction of chapter 1076, I suggest you should go watch that. It's actually a very good reaction in my opinion, because I don't think I ever got that hype on a live before. Either hand over his low poneglyph rubbings and scram. Oh shit, nigga. Until I see my boy Shanks and Kid gonna scrap off. Now we're on a 2-year break. Oh my god, I said 2-year break. I'm so dumb. We're on a 2-week break, so we're not gonna get the content until like next week, right? Next week, Thursday. So this gives me enough time to make content, which I have another video to make after this. But when it comes to the Shanks and Kid thing, right? First of all, we're in Elbaf. So shout out to all the theorists who said that, you know, Shanks have ties in with Elbaf, especially with the whole like reference between the God of War Tyr and Shanks being that thing with the one arm. Fun fact, now we know why his goddamn sake cup is so fucking big. I don't think a lot of people think about it, because everybody was so in depth with Elbaf and Shanks that I don't think a lot of people think about like why is his sake cup so big. Everybody thought that shit was a plate. Well, at least now we know why his sake cup is so goddamn big. It's one of the Elbaf sake cups. So there you go. When it comes to Kid losing his arm, we got confirmation that, well, we kind of get confirmation that Ben Beckman is the one that Shanks Ben Beckman was the one that took off Whitebeard. Oh my god,
That's okay, take your time.
I'm all over the place, sorry. We now know that Ben Beckman was the dude that cut off, or I guess in this particular case, shoot off Kid's arm. At least that's what we got from the hint of Lucky Roo talking about with Ben Beckman. And we also get the other confirmation that the first time Kid encountered with the red hair pirates, Kid did not meet Shanks, so I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hurt a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Shanks! And I put Shanks above everybody. The only person that comes into parallel with him is Blackbeard, because Shanks and Blackbeard are the new eras, or the current eras, Roger and Rox. And I personally think that Luffy and Kid are going to be the next upcoming Roger and Rox, especially with Kid. I thought Kid was like the Whitebeard of the new generation. Now that I think about it, I see why people say Law was, you know, that whole shtick, right? But then I switched it and said, you know what? He reminds me more of a Rox, even though we don't know much about Rox. But if we're looking at it from a pirate perspective, Kid is one of the few batch of people that is an actual pirate. Because Luffy's not a pirate. He's not. He's like an anti-hero. He's like whatever. And Law definitely is not technically a pirate. You can't really argue he's a pirate. He's a pirate, but he's not a pirate. So when I said that, when I looked at my boy Kid getting the acknowledgement from Shanks, even though I know Shanks is going to fall, homeboy. Oh my god. All the disrespect to Kid, because I was one of those Kid fans. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm a Kid fan. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Alright, there we go. Gotta put it higher. Now you got a full view of me. Feel me? So when I said, listen, when people were saying, because I know a lot of people who want Luffy to fight two people. He wanted to fight Shanks and he wanted to fight Blackbeard. Me personally, I wasn't really the type of nigga to be a fan of like a Luffy versus Shanks, because their chemistry just doesn't fit the program. To me personally, especially when you look at from a Punk Hazard, right? When Luffy named 3 Yonkos, Blackbeard, Kaido, Big Mom. Why didn't he mention Shanks? A lot of people would assume that, well, you know, he put Shanks above everybody in the sense of a combative standpoint, which I agree. Me personally, I think it's because he is that much of like a father figure. Yeah, not Garp, and definitely not Dragon. Shanks. Shanks is the father of, you know what I'm saying? I personally think it's the fact that he puts Shanks on that level of respect. I don't think it makes sense for him to fight him. I don't technically think he needs to fight him. So, and not only that, the time zone of Shanks and Blackbeard versus Luffy is kind of weird, because if you have Shanks fight before Luffy fight Blackbeard, that kind of diminishes Shanks to me. Like, because again, I put Shanks above Blackbeard at the moment, even though technically speaking Blackbeard is supposed to be the final villain, even though we have Emu. But however, you know what I'm saying, I don't want anyone to be belittled, because if Blackbeard, if Shanks is the final person Luffy is going to fight, then that diminished the hype for Blackbeard. And if Shanks was supposed to be fought before Blackbeard, it kind of takes away the hype. So what do you do to survive that situation? You give Shanks to a person that is a rival to the future Roger, who can also technically, in my opinion, is the future Rox. And that's none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Eustace Captain Kido. That man is designed. Like, listen, ever since I saw the fact that he wanted to go after Shanks and Luffy wanted to go after Blackbeard, I seen the parallels afterwards. Even when people was clowning on him for running away from Roger, from running away from Kaido, the first thing that came to my mind, not as a kid fan, I'll be like, wait a minute, didn't Luffy ran away from Big Mom? wasn't the main ideal of him, wasn't the main plan was to fight Big Mom when he reached to Whole Cake Island before we went to Zunisha and we got further details that the road poneglyph was there and Sanji was there. What was the main plan for him to be on Whole Cake Island? Was to beat Big Mom, right? Very similar to like Kid who want to fight Kaido, right? And what happened? They both ran. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can see that there are parallels. As much as you want to shit on Kid, story wise, he has been keeping up with the similarities of the future Pirate King in my ways of viewing it. Because again, even though he might not get that much shine combative wise, which I mean with the Big Mom fight is kind of helping him, and then not only that, we're technically in the anime, we're in that stage where we're going to see that fight and they're adding on scenes, so I can't wait to see my boy pop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel happy for Kid. I said that in the final war, Kid is going to fight Shanks. Kid is going to fight Shanks, right? And Luffy's gonna fight Blackbeard. Not only it saves Kid's reputation, it saves Shanks' reputation for being equal to Blackbeard, because people want to put Blackbeard over Shanks and people want to put Shanks over Blackbeard. You could easily have completely solved that problem by giving Shanks to somebody else. You don't necessarily need the Luffy versus Shanks fight. I know that might be hard to some Shanks fans and some Luffy fans. I know somebody, with the lightning symbol gonna feel some type of way about it.
No! I would have straight up drop kicked you in the middle of the office. I would have, bam! I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Shout out to Cole. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen. I'm happy with it. Now, when it comes to the main event of Shanks versus Kid, currently in chapter 1076, what do I think? I mean, that's simple. I think Shanks is gonna lose. Yo, how many Shanks fans just got triggered off of that? I think Kid's going to lose. You know what I'm saying? I think Kid's going to lose, and it only makes sense because I don't think Kid is ready to fight Shanks. Hell, if I don't think Luffy is ready... Hell, this nigga Shanks in chapter 1, when you start to 1055, call these niggas saplings. He called Luffy one of them niggas a sapling. If I don't think Luffy is ready for Shanks, then the Kid's gonna get folded. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Kid came out with another leg, with a leg gone off. But will I see any progress from Kid? Most definitely. I think in this encounterment, I think Kid is going, because Shanks have to show something. The same way how Blackbeard shows something when it comes to his quake powers with Law. And especially when it comes to Law, especially Law has shown progression with his Devil Fruit. I have more faith that Kid's gonna be one of those people. It would be such a shame if Oda deadass off screened that bitch. Oh my god, the disrespect on Kid, that would be crazy. But also the disappointment on Shanks fans for not seeing what Shanks can do. Well, we already know what Shanks can do. Chapter 1055. If you never read it, go read it. It's fire. It'll be disappointed to see more of what Shanks can do. And I have a video for that as well coming up. As it comes, but how much of Shanks are we gonna get is really the oddball here, because we didn't see much from like Blackbeard, because Blackbeard was more like taking damage, and it's more of like showcasing his crewmates, which is another thing. We're more likely gonna get to see Shanks' crew do all the shit that we've seen them do on film Red. Maybe not, but it's more likely. You can kind of see it. We're gonna see more of Shanks' crew doing something, and as a bonus, we're gonna see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, Kid Pirates do some shit. We're gonna start see what, what he can do, like other things he can do instead of breathing fire. We haven't seen Wire do jack diddly shit.
Garbage.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to like things like Gibbs or Gibsons or Bubblegum or the other niggas that may or may not be important, we're gonna see some shit like that. Hell, we might even see what Kid ship can do, because Law ship can be a submarine. The Sunny is a Swiss Army knife of bullshittery. We don't know what Kid ship can do. Maybe this is a perfect time when it comes to showing Kid ship's mechanism, right? We're gonna see a lot of giants. Yo, this man has a whole fleet of giants. Hey, yo, speaking of giants, to see Dory and Brogy back, the nostalgia is hitting me. But yeah, when it comes to that, what else? Honestly, it could be as simple as what we see from Law versus Blackbeard and the Heart Pirates and the Black Pirates. It could be as simply as that, where we're gonna see, Kid be well more practiced in his awakening. We're gonna see more damn punk. We're gonna see more like the N and S technique that he used against Big Mom. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see more of that. We're gonna see more ships floating in the air. And for Shanks, we might see some god level armament hockey video coming soon about that. I'm telling, like, these are all hints for the next video. So yeah. What else? Oh, we might see a lot of Kid Killer versus Ben Beckman. I guess Heat versus Lucky Roo, and Wire versus Yasop. I'm not gonna lie, that's a weird standoff, but it makes sense. So again, I'm just happy for all the niggas who be saying that Kid and Shanks will never happen again. It's gonna be Luffy versus Shanks and Luffy versus Blackbeard. Kid couldn't go fight Ben Beckman.
Shut up, bitch!
Shut up. It's happening. Hell, for all we know, this fight, Kid might actually scratch Shanks. We don't even know. We might think, hell, Kid might scratch Shanks. That'd be kind of crazy if he ever did that. I know the Shanks fans gonna be buck wild after that. You feel me? So yeah. So I can't wait for the next chapter. I can't wait for this next chapter, dude. This next chapter is gonna be hell, it would be a shame, but it can't happen. It would be a shame if they deadass off-screened it, but it can't happen because it's gonna be a disrespect to Kid, and it's gonna be what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna be a disappointment to Shanks fans. You get what I'm saying? So Shanks is gonna do something. Hell, we might even see Kid's Conqueror's Hockey for the first time, even though he's never used the bitch. Well, in the anime. But we're not gonna talk about that. He might even use it to be like, okay, Shanks is using his Conqueror's Hockey, I'm gonna do mine, and Shanks give him the appreciation and be like, not bad, Kid. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that is it. That's just my take. It's just a random whatever take. I'm gonna cut that out. Anyway, that's it. That's just my take on the situation. Because again, this is very crazy to me. I love to see Shanks, and I would love to see more of Kid. I think Kid has been very downplayed. He's been the underdog for a good amount of years now, and now to see Kid shining like these niggas are makes me happy. So otherwise from that, you know what I'm saying, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click the notification for more One Piece content. I have another video more about Shanks. If you got the hint about Shanks in this video that I just mentioned, then you should be well aware of where I'm going with the next video that I'm gonna upload probably today, if not tomorrow, about Shanks' hockey potential. So with all that being said, stay tuned, and I'm gonna see you in a bit. Peace.